Okay children, let me continue. The previous class we have seen what is diabetes. There are two types of diabetes. One is insulin dependent diabetes, other one is non-dependent diabetes. In the case of first one, insulin depending, that the secretion of insulin is less. In the case of second, insulin is secreted normally but it's not functioning properly. Okay. And next we have to see what are the symptoms of diabetes. We want to find out whether we have diabetes or not. What are the symptoms? Let us see the symptoms. The symptoms in page number 306. Increase in blood glucose level. Suppose the glucose, I said no, glucose is very important. It is stored in the cells. Excess of glucose, that is, the glucose level is increased in the blood, that is known as hyperglycemia. So increased in urine output, that is leading to dehydration, that is polyuria. Diabetes kinds it is. So blood sugar அதிகமாக இருந்தால் என்ன சொல்கிறீங்க? Hyperglycemia. Blood sugar. Sugar level is increased in blood. That is hyper, this and all just you go through because it may be choose the correct answer. Hypo, blood sugar dash கொடுத்து 3 option 4 option they will be giving to you. Glycemia. Then suppose frequent urination, output, increased urination, that is more time, increased urination, this is known as output means what? Sending out, this is polyuria. So urea means what? That using, just you remember that polyuria means that is for increase of urine. Loss of water, suppose we don't have dehydrated because of over secretion of urine, our body loses water and we have become dehydrated. That kind of thing is known as polydipsia. Even diabetes itself, see how many kinds they. Excess glucose secreted in urine, suppose sugar in urine. Excess glucose in urine, it is known as what? Glycosuria. Then excess hunger, always we feel hunger, பசி எடுத்துட்டே இருக்கும். அப்படி இருக்கிறதுக்கு என்ன, what's the name of that? Polyphagia. And last one, fatigue and loss of weight. These are the symptoms of diabetes. That is blood sugar. Blood sugar in the, we are saying hyperglycemia. Increased urination, that is output of urine is heavy, polyuria. Loss of water, polydipsia, dehydrate. Dehydrate ஞாபகம் வச்சு polydipsia போட்டுக்கோங்க. Then excess glucose in urine. Glucose, urine la blood. Sugar வந்து bloodல இல்லாமல் யூரின்ல இருந்தால் that is glycosuria. Excess hunger, polyphagia, and fatigue and loss of weight. This is the final symptom of diabetes. Then now we can control the diabetes. Prevention is given there. Dietary management. We have to consume low carbohydrate foods. For example, we can take leafy vegetables. What are the food? Diet comprising whole grains, millets, green leafy vegetables, wheat, unpolished rice should be included in diet regularly. Wheat, every day you can take diet. 50 to 55% of carbohydrates only you have to consume. You should not consume the food which contains 100% of carbohydrate. Then suppose if it is heavy, we can take insulin injection. We have to do the exercises. And you should get the awareness about diabetes, what we have to follow. And before that, we will say the differences between type 1 and type 2. I said no, that is prevalence. That is what age it will be. 10 to 20 years, this is 80 to 90%. 10 to 20%, this is 80 to 90%. Most of our Indians are suffering with type 2 only. Age of onset, this is 20 years, below 20 years, this is above 30 years. Body weight, normal or underweight, this is obese. Gundayate pohu. The effect, insulin deficiency due to destruction of beta cells. This is target cell response to insulin. Insulin administration is necessary for the type 1. Type 2 can be controlled by diet, exercise and medicine. Next we have to say obesity. Obesity, that is excess weight. There is the particular thing is the body mass index, BMI. Body mass index. That is your weight and weight, your height and weight both should be calculated. Okay. If you have, that is weight and, we have to find out weight. Weight should be in kilograms and the height. HI, GHT. Height in meters square. If you are doing the form thing, you can find out whether you are obese, lean or normal. So body mass index, that is, we can find out. This is what is body obesity? Abnormal increase in body weight. What is obesity? Abnormal increase. Body weight. Then okay, we find out the body mass index. It is 25 means normal. Okay, I will find out it. For example, suppose you have 50 kgs. The height is 150 kgs. Sorry, 150 meters. What's the formula? Weight by height. Weight is 50. Here 150 square, meter square, 150 into 150. We are multiplying 0. 15 zeros are 0. 15 5s are 75. 15 1s are 15. As per the formula, weight should be divided by height. 50 divided by 2000. Sorry. Weight by height. Correct. 50 kgs. 50 kgs. 1000 meters make on kilometers, no kilograms. So we can do like this calculation. I will go through and let you know by finding out. If it is, we are dividing like that. 5 4s are 20. 225 divided by whatever it may be. I'll tell you afterwards. I'll find out and let you know. By using this formula. Okay. By using the formula, we can find out the body mass, that is the weight. If it is the ratio we are finding below 19, you are lean. Above 25, you are obese. Okay, so you are above 25. 25 means normal. This is known as what? Body mass index. I'll teach again how to find out the calculation. That is kilogram, that is the weight, body weight. Your body weight should be divided by height squared, height meter squared. By finding that, we can find out our body thing. The average what you are dividing, you are finding out. Below 19 means lean. Above 19, above 25 obese. That is 19 to 25, that is normal. Clear? So suppose if you are fat, what are the consequences? It's due to genetic factors. Some people, they are not at all consuming the food because of the hereditary, they may be fat. Physical inactivity, not doing any exercise, simply sitting and eating at home. And endocrine factors, that is thyroid, pituitary, this because of that. Obesity is a positive risk factor in development of hypertension, diabetes, gallbladder diseases, coronary heart diseases and arthritis. All that is because of obesity. So we can avoid, prevention. How we can see? By taking the diet and doing the physical exercises. So we have to consume the food which is low in the calories. So every food contains some calories of energy. So நம்ம எடுக்கிற ஃபுட்டு லோ கலோரி ஃபுட்டாக இருக்கணும். It will not make us to be fat. And we have to do some exercises. We have to say next heart diseases. Heart diseases is otherwise known as cardiovascular diseases. CVD, cardiovascular diseases. Because heart is made up of special kind of muscle, cardiac muscle, is otherwise known as coronary heart diseases. This is caused by deposition of cholesterol in blood vessels. What's the reason for that? Deposition. That is the cholesterol. The கொழுப்புன்னு சொல்கிறோம் பாருங்க. That is deposited in our blood vessels. Cholesterol. Deposition of cholesterol in the blood vessels. You know what are the blood vessels? Arteries, veins and capillaries. So these are the blood vessels. So cholesterol is deposited in that. The flow of blood will be obstructed. நம்ம அந்த இதில் வெயினில் வந்து இந்த blood vesselsல வந்து cholesterol deposit ஆகிருக்கிறதால அடைப்பு. There is a block in the vessels. So blood flows through the blood vessels only. Arteries, veins, அது மூலமாக தான் உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஆகும் உங்களுக்கு. How the water flows from the tap. The same like blood flows through the vessels only. And there is a block. இந்த என்ன ஆகுது, இந்த கொழுப்பு போய் இருந்துறதால பிளட்டால் ஃப்ளோ பண்ண முடியும், ஃப்ளோ ஆகாது, போகாது. So we got the sudden pain in the heart because heart is not getting the blood properly. So we are getting the pain. This is known as what? Arteries. This developed from the beginning, from the childhood it will be developed. We are neglecting, and finally it will show the symptoms after some years. So it leads to sudden myocardial infarction, sudden death, heart attack. Heart attack is nothing else, it is myocardial infarction. Suddenly the heart stops its function because it's not getting the blood. Okay. Risk factors. What are the things I said? High cholesterol, high BP, hypertension. What are the reasons for the heart attack? That is obesity, high blood cholesterol, high blood pressure. They are the main reasons for the risk factors. Then causes, maybe the heart attack also hereditary. Maybe our parents died in the heart attack. We too will be the same because these genes only present in our body. Symptoms, the breathing problem, shortness of breath, headache, tiredness, dizziness, chest pain, swelling of leg, and gastrointestinal disturbances. All these things, gastro means what? Our digestive problem. All these things together known as what? These are the reasons for the heart attack. There are two kinds of cholesterol in our blood. நீங்கள் blood test பண்ணிங்கன்னா cholesterol போட்டிருப்பாங்க. HDL, that is high density lipoprotein. This is good cholesterol. HDL is the good cholesterol. Okay. And LDL, this is low density lipoprotein. This is bad cholesterol. நமக்கு high cholesterol இருந்தால், high density lipoprotein இருந்தால் good. That is low density lipoprotein இருந்தால் it's bad for our health. We have to take medicines and subside. Then how to prevent the heart diseases? Diet management for everything. Diet management, physical activity, and addictive. We should not be addicted to alcohol, tobacco, cigarette, this and that. Diet management, we have to take less intake of calories of food, low saturated food, cholesterol free food, low carbohydrates and common salt are some of the dietary modification. Salt and oil should be very less. Physical activity, we can do the exercises, walking and yoga. These are good symptoms of, by using all those things, we can prevent the heart attack, cancer. These are the diseases. First we have seen diabetes. Next one we have seen what? Heart attack. Now we have to see cancer. Cancer, this is nothing else. The body is made up of cells, I said. Cells are going on dividing till our last. Till our last breath. Okay. So while dividing, some of the cells abnormally dividing. Because of the abnormal division, these cells become cancerous cells. Cells normally divide ஆகிட்டே போகும், ரெகுலர் சைஸில் இது இருக்கும். பட் சம் செல்ஸ் என்ன ஆகுனா உங்களுக்கு irregular size, rapidly dividing, rapidly means what? Very fastly dividing, and those cells may be cancerous cells. There is wherever in our body lumps, எங்கெல்லாம் நம்ம பாடியில் கொஞ்சம் நமக்கே தெரியாமல் கொஞ்சம் பெயின்லெஸ், ஸ்டார்டிங் இட் won't give the pain, after that only it will be giving pain. ஸோ பெயின்லெஸ் லம்ப்ஸ் இருந்தால், பெயின் இல்லாமல் கட்டிங்க நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சால், that is cancer. Okay, cancer causes about 4 million death annually throughout the world, not only in our India, throughout the world 4 million. Okay, so India, more than 1 million people suffer from cancer. Cancer is derived from the Latin word meaning oncology. Cancer is other study of cancer is known as oncology. நம்ம ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்லாம் போனால் we have to see a separate department for that. That is what? Oncology department, oncology science. Cancer is an abnormal and uncontrolled division of the cells that invade and destroy the surrounding tissue, forming a tumor or neoplasm. They said no, the lumps growth. The lumps is known as, நமக்கு extra growth இருக்கும் பாருங்க, painless. That is known as what? Neoplasm. It is a heterogeneous group of cells that do not respond to normal cells. This is different because they are dividing abnormally. These cells are dividing abnormally. The cancerous cells migrate to distant parts of the body and affect the new tissues. Suppose you are finding cancer in one part, before we are finding out and getting the treatment, it may be spread to other parts also. This process that is going on spreading, the cancer is spreading, the spreading process is known as metastasis. Metastasis. So mostly the cancer you can see in the lungs, bones, liver, skin and brain. What are the parts that are affected by cancer? Lungs cancer, bone cancer, skin cancer and brain cancer. There are different type of cancer. What are the different type of cancers? First one is carcinoma. This kind of cancer affected only tissues, our body tissues. Okay, our body is made up of cells. Cells of the same kind become tissue, I say. It is this tissue. 80% of the cancer, only carcinoma only. Next one, sarcomas. This is cancer in connective cells, that is bones and other thing, wherever the parts are connected. This is connective cancer. It is only 1%. Only 1% of the people have this kind of cancer. Next one is leukemia. It's highly dangerous. There is no surety of the survival of the people. This is blood cancer. There is no guarantee for the people to survive for a long time. Once it's found blood cancer, because blood is flowing throughout our body. One part it's found cancer means whether the blood is removed, then we are sending up the fresh blood, that is oxygenated blood. The other part, other blood will become poisonous like that. Blood cancer, there is no curable so far. But other thing, that carcinoma and sarcomas, they can be treated. If you are young, if you are old, mean there is no chance for the surviving, rescuing. The types of cancer we have seen. Then we have to see carcinogenic agents. Then how does it forms? So everything there is some agents known to bring the thing. What are the agents? One is physical irritant, that is we are bringing by ourselves. Cancer is not definitely coming to us because of our activity, because for smoking and by chewing the betel and tobacco, smoke pandro, vetala pakala podringa, tobacco you are consuming, this and all the reason for the physical cancer.